for an opening.
The fuse is lit!
I can feel the sorrow turning into hostility. The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility. Chance will present itself. Of the ancient dragons. Witness, I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its root from within.
Rebuild! Here come the fireworks! Fireheads! Thanks for helping with the cleanup. It should have been my job, but it was just supposed to be a short private training session for me. I didn't think that my disciple and my master's pet would start brawling in the meantime. Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at some point, but they bumped into one another earlier than I thought. What a blunder. I suppose I'll have to swing my sword 3 million times as penance.
That power.
Paimon has an idea. From what she said earlier, she must be... It's just that he gave us the impression that she would...
I simply did not have anything to say to the weak. But you, on the other hand, managed to defeat the all-devouring narwhal without using power, so you may speak to me as equals. I have to agree. It's a strange use of a planet's primordial waters just to raise an all-devouring narwhal. That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things to do with my time than pet sitting. The only thing that creature has going for it is its looks. All in all...
Miss Skirt?
The point...
Well, being that this... So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's...
Oh, right. So you don't know him. His name is Sertologi.
I am unfamiliar.
So Master isn't sufficiently famous.
The foul.
Still nothing? Well...
Ooh, that one we've heard! Rhine Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's Albedo's mom, right?
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. But I suppose you understand now, yes? My master is likely a similar sort to Rhine Daughter. They are both pursuing some form of perfection.
Wait! Didn't you also mention a visionary person? Paimon didn't quite catch their name.
Actually, never mind that. I believe it expedient that the all-devouring narwhal used up such roiling hydro energies will prove difficult for the planet's deep seas to digest. As such, the Fontaine back on the surface has, in other words, the prophecy that you've been fretting over.
What?
Not to worry. Focalor has...
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
Hey! Help! Over here! All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry!
Hey, lend a hand! Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you right?
Yeah.
We're saved. The prophecy was wrong. The Solo renewed. The Suite di Rasula attacks post-disaster rebuilding. I recently visited Poisson to meet with Miss Navia, spokesperson of the Suite di Rasula, and we spoke. Old soil can still give birth to new bloom, Miss Navia stated. Hope is like like seeing a small cookie when you're starving late at night. You just need a little of it. Skyship Winglet, boon or bane of the Fontaine. The various disputes that have arisen on account of Mr. Edwin. People always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports. Are those really Jurier and Navia? They sound like real big shots.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The Steambird's idea was pretty simple. The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home. I'm sure that
Paimon's curious too!
And that's exactly why I'd like you to come conduct interviews with me.
Are you sure? Hasn't he...
Oh, this time will be different. Come on, let's head to Poisson.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, we're just having a look around.
I'm here to update myself on how things are going.
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snezhevich. He represented the Knave in sending us Our residents are hard at work as well. Thanks to everyone, work is...
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big fan of yours. But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report?
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as...
That would be fine.
Oh, you're back too. How are things?
We finished laying down the construction materials.
Huh?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat.
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson. The Spina has need of more
Oh, wait, just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel, about what it was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor, for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let her off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news, and freshness is the key. Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Chlorand.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the Fortress of Meripede.
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess, too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feel.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Duke! Did you come up?
Of course. I'm here to welcome you and our...
It's an honor to finally meet the much-rumored Duke!
No need to thank me. But that said, I shouldn't be the focus of your...
Of course,
All right then, this way.
Hey, no need to...
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her fate.
Sir, please don't.
But it looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it.
No, I just...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed the boat that brought about a miracle. Still, if I might add...
Huh. Looks like Charlotte...
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory.
Really? Well, then in that case...
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or perhaps you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try...
Ah.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Sure. Come on.
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been...
Same old, as you can see. Fontaine's under...
Other than that flying ship.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinion.
You're too kind, sir.
I see. Lots of things happened that day, huh? Anyway...
He sure did win them.
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss...
Oh, actually...
What change can there be? As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed, we'll leave...
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it a day.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be a next...
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater... All right. Last stop, the docks. Navia mentioned that she stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of get?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if
Trick a friend. I wonder what...
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Is this what you meant?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your...
You sure are working hard to help Fremene's social...
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave...
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey...
Lynette, could you come over?
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment... Father says that you did a great deal during the...
That's alright. We were more...
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. After Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Neuvillette opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomatic gift.
A diplomatic gift?
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as... Furthermore, Father did all...
Well, that's true, but...
I would agree, but I've also heard that it's...
So there's...
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Isn't he real biz? But back to the topic.
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did...
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you know? Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the Traveler by chance.
Are you going to take the gnosis back?
That is our duty as Harbinger. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, switching my masks is something Well, that depends on many things. No one true. As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision.
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist.
Hello. If I'm not mistaken, there are
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like. The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my pre-scheduled...
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, Traveler, Paimon, you take one.
To move things about?
That's right. Funny. I guess this must be life. All right, then.
Well, guess we said Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see what Neville's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he...
Really? Oh, I suppose you must have met Mr. In any case, you came at a good time. I was...
Aw, Fontain's glad that you... Alright, let's have it then.
It is strange how...
Whoa. So that's what happened? Focalor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you. But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontaine.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the Hydro. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which... In other words, when I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true...
Focalor must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true, while they... Yeah! And in a manner of speaking, Focalor finally...
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause. As for the judgment passed by the Oratory, whether it was due to that liability by association, or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that...
Guess Focalor had Fontainians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that... hang on a second. Back when Fontainians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had...
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how
Yeah! Lynette said the fountain is where all the...
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom. Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way,
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Yeah, about that.
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been... I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After, she simply said that she was... Having said that, she then packed her things and...
But...
You need not worry. I will make arrangements. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. But now that she no longer has to play the role of Focalor...
What about you then? What are your...
After Focalor passed on, this matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful...
Looks like you're still considering...
As an elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But as such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is...
That's true. That power was derived from the people's... Wait, but the various mechs and machines...
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow. This ancient...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Oh, that's right! These things...
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui... Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this... The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine... As such, it has lost all meaning. If the Fatui have impure designs, then we might as well accede to their request now.
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving...
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it. You will soon be heading to Nat... I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide. As far as I'm aware, Natlon can be said to...
A nation of dragons?
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons, such as myself, the dragons of Natlon have undergone long years. Natlon is also the nation of war. There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from the harbinger known as the Captain has thrown his hat.
The Captain. Sounds like a real tough customer.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before going to Natlon. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. When we spoke to Linny earlier, he mentioned we guessed that there might be...
No wonder the House of the Heart. So regarding this specific issue, I was... In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside
What next?
The all-devour... I can finally catch the scent of your... It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons. But with something very similar to a god's... I'm sure I've encountered something like this before.
I do not know what you...
Of course. You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
Remains?
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe...
Well, that much is true. After Fos... But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner...
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young. And I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense. Which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in itself is a blessing. But once a person...
What do you mean by that?
No need to fret. These are just my...
This third descender you...
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't... If you're interested, though, I could ask him.
Next time, you believe...
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I?
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or...
The remains of the... So that's what the Gnosis actually are. Paimon just thought they looked like chess pieces. How could...
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special...
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that...
If she speaks the truth, then I would say... I guess that you might already be familiar with this concept. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and... I wonder...
No, let's not think about this comparing the Traveler to the dead. That's what you say, but this... What's child recovery?
I too believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses when in...
Alright. Whatever.
Yes. All of Fos...
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god. And she suffered through all those...
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds, life flows like water. And what, ultimately,